So I have, what's the one thing? It's not even a question. I want to know, actually, it is a question. I want to know what a person can gain from calling a place that I work or have worked at, as if, as if something's going to happen to me or the company. Because see, hmm, some of the stuff that goes on is not spoken upon because it's like, we're really out here doing this. But then when people actually do it, for what? You're not calling my desk phone. You're not calling my manager. You're not calling anybody that's doing anything to me. So I'm really not understanding why that's something that's going on. Like, it's so crazy to me because when I'm on here and I say, ask me a question. If you want to ask me a question, don't ask me a question. Nobody says anything. But then later on, you want to inbox me on Instagram or try to message me on Facebook. It's so weird. It's weird. Because if you're asking me a question to tell me I'm from YouTube, why not just ask me the question on YouTube on the comment? It's because you know you're asking me something that's ridiculous or you're saying something that's ridiculous. You don't want nobody to know. And me and who I am, just to keep all this person. I don't know you. It's not a person that I've conversed with on Instagram or I know. It's so many different names that people use. I wouldn't even know where to begin to even say who did what. It doesn't even matter who did what. I just don't get the foolishness of it all. Because there have been multiple times someone has called something on me or about me, tried to do something negative towards me, and then holler, I didn't say nothing to you, I didn't start with you. No, but I know how to finish. So it's okay if I'm not a strong starter, but I know how to finish. But as far as calling my employer or previous employer, that does not move me. It's a waste of your time. You can try all you want, but it's a waste of time, and therefore life is too short. So you should never waste any of your time. But I would like to know what can be gained from that. Let's say, for instance, you contacted my boss, and my boss said, "Hey, we're gonna let you go because foolishness called and said da 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 da." Do you think I would come on here and be like, "I got fired from my job"? No, like a lot of people can't actually agree. If something actually upsets you or hurts your feelings or whatever, the first place you go to is not the internet. You know, it will be like maybe somebody that you know, a family member, a friend. You might like whatever is your soothing mechanism. But it would never be coming on YouTube to say this happened and it hurt my feelings. Like it's hard to hurt my feelings, and that's just being real. I've walked off jobs before. Okay. No, I haven't gotten fired. No, I didn't get in trouble with anything. But I'm just saying this is like the third time someone took time out of their day to try to do something to call themselves hurting me. And I don't get it. Cause I let most of y'all say what y'all want, feel how you feel. I don't correct a whole lot of stuff because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. What you believe about me is cool because it's not doing anything. Everybody has the right to have their own opinion. Everybody has their right. Every person has the right to do what they want, watch what they want, whatever. But I also have the right to not care. And I think that's probably the hardest pill to swallow for some people because you want people on YouTube to care so much. And when you realize that person don't care, then it's a problem. But why? Everyone hollers this is for entertainment. So that means your real feelings should not be hurt by a person that's entertaining you who you don't know. It should never be that deep for anybody who doesn't directly know you to be out to get anything by hurting you in your real life. Like I don't understand. It's weird. That to me is weird. You know, growing up, you have fights with people, you didn't get along. It was different stuff that happens as we grow up, but never would I have ever thought with so much that all of us, I'm sure, have gone through or are going through, that would even be it. Like, let me try to call this girl job. You don't even know where I work. You don't even know. And if you were trying to call the previous employer, who would you call? Who would you ask for? It gets a key out of me because I'm notified of certain things based on the fact that I got retired from my previous employer and I still have benefits through them for certain things. So yes, whoever is working on my case, which is the same lady who has been forever, she laughs at it because there is no HR department. None of that exists. So anything in reference to me, which by the way, you would have to know some of my personal information, and many of y'all don't. But it's cool because I can't point any fingers at it, and it's okay. I don't need to point any fingers at it. I'm just saying overall, for general purposes, that does not get a rise out of me. If the intention was to piss me off, that wasn't gonna piss me. That's not gonna ever piss me off. I'm not that just off the rip super reactive person. You know, I don't do a whole lot of just raving about something. I'll mention it, I'll speak on it, I move on. If it comes up again, I feel the need to speak on it, I will, and I'll move on. For one, this is my page. I have the right to come on here and say whatever I want, whenever I want, in reference to my life and my experiences. And if somebody happens to be part of my experience, I can tell my story. Whether it's somebody you know, don't know, will know, won't, it doesn't matter. If I'm telling a story about something, I'm allowed to tell it from my experience. And I don't have to put a name on everything 'cause sometimes I don't, but when I do, it's because I want to. Nobody have to like me. Nobody have to hate me. It's up to you. I got people who are very nice that watch and like me, and I have some that don't like me. Either way it goes, if I irk you and you don't know me, you should still study and figure out what about me irks you so bad. And if you like me and you cool with that, then hey, go ahead. I'm never gonna say go argue with this person for me. Why? I don't want to argue with that person for myself. So I'm not gonna send anybody to speak on my behalf or anybody to go comment or argue with anybody for me. That's first and foremost. I've gotten several messages about, hey, Ash, this person trying to do da. I've said forever, if I don't need anybody to speak for me. I speak very well for myself. I'm a person, if I say it once, I'll say it 100 times. If I have something to say to you, I will say it to you. If I have not said it to you, please don't bet money on the fact that I said it because more than likely I did not. I'm not a very scary individual. I'm scared of roaches and I don't want to go to hell. Anything else, I'm pretty good. So being scared of a person who puts pants on one leg at a time like me, I'll never have that fear in my heart. I never have. And it's not disrespect. I'm just not like that. I don't fear person. I don't fear people. So that's not gonna ever be any type of storyline there. I'm not that girl. If I feel a way about you, you can definitely ask the horse to speak, and I will definitely speak for you and let you know. my feelings towards you. If I haven't, then guess what? There's probably nothing to tell. But if you working double time, triple time, overtime, to do these little things to me in my real life, and you gotta understand it's not doing it. Somebody asked me earlier, are you single? If so, why don't you have a man? You tell me. You tell me if I'm single or if I'm not. I don't even really talk about my love life on here. I talked about it one time, told y'all I was in love, and I kept moving. I don't even understand why anybody that interested in who I am with. It ain't you. If you haven't asked me, it's not you. I don't date women, so I don't know what would even we can leave that where it's at. So as far as these type of weird questions, why? Why does it matter who I'm with? Why does it like come on at some point, y'all, common sense have to kick in. I know people like mess and like to keep up mess, and that's fine. Do what you do. But at some point your common sense has to kick in with certain things. Come on. I'm an open pamphlet, not an open book. Cause some shit I'm never gonna bring on here. Cause who cares? But as far as me saying, "Oh, I'm one way in real," no, I'm the same way in real life. I'm very much so nonchalant, and I'm really keep to myself. I can go somewhere and not really be in the light. I don't even like to be in the limelight like that because it's always the issue. You can't shake me. I don't lack any type of confidence. I have all the confidence in the world. No matter what anyone says, I feel how I feel. You don't have to agree with me. People ask you why you don't like her. It'll be something dumb, but just can't say because she don't give a fuck and it bothers me if she don't give a fuck. Cause that's really what it be. Cause I can talk to you and say, well, I'm sorry they upset you. That wasn't my intention. That's genuine for me. But somebody else, oh, rah, girl, go ahead. I don't care. And that's me. I'm not gonna do all that rah for what. If I want to do it with you a time or two, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna keep moving. But most people, 9 out of 10, I'm not gonna give you a response. I don't even have the energy to. I just want to know how people got so much energy with me who don't even know me. That type of time, to me, I don't get it. Why I have so much energy with me and not like on the video or nothing that I could even understand, but in on my Instagram for nothing multiple times. Like y'all don't get tired of getting blocked. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but it's like I would never just want to keep. I would for one, I'm not gonna message somebody else just because I don't like them. I'm more than likely I ain't even gonna look at you if I don't like you. Okay. I may not detail certain stuff, but if I say somebody's not my friend, please take that because that's what it is. And if you ask them, they'll tell you the same thing. No, she made it clear we weren't friends. I'm not gonna pretend to be nothing with you. I'm gonna be 100% straight up with you, and it's not for everybody. And I can honestly say that I will put people's feelings before my own because I knew well I could take a whole lot of bullshit. I'd rather just take the brunt of it and let them make it. But I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel like a person should be allowed to talk to me however they want to if I'm not talking to them however I could. So when I say we ain't doing that, then it's a problem. Cool, let that be the problem. But if I don't know you and I don't talk to you or I don't entertain you, you don't entertain me, why? Why do you want to have a problem with me? You can just not like me and keep going, but why do you want to engage so badly with me when you know I'm not going to engage with you? I come on here and speak overall because it's not one person or two people. And if it is one person, you sad. If it really is one person, you are sad. And I know you're not just doing it to me. It's other people that you're doing the same thing to. It's not just me. And people that's like that, you cause so much confusion for some people, and then you hide like a coward because nobody can really touch you because nobody knows who you are. But it's weird. It's not cute. And if ever a day in time that I had the effort, energy, and the extra money to figure out who you are, I will pay for everybody on here who gets messed with by mystery people that keep up bullshit. Because last time I checked, that is to me is a coward. If you got something to say, say it. This is YouTube. Say what you want to say. But when you take it, you don't say anything to a person on their comments on nobody else's page, whatever. Then you go to they Facebook and they Instagram and they that's lame. You you have nothing to do. And if the shit hit you, that means the shoe fit. Cause I don't even know who you are, so I'm speaking overall. If you are that person, you have a problem. There is something wrong with you. And I don't give a damn who I do and don't like. Nobody should have to deal with that every day. Cause it's too much. It's annoying, especially if you have family and all kind of other shit going on. But whoever that is don't have nothing going on. You probably got a house full of trash, 19, 20 pets up in your shit. You probably got one pathway from your room to the restroom. Your toilet probably clogged up. Just filthy. Just should be on hoarders. I could see you being in there for 97 nights with 110 cigarette butts in the ashtray and the old ass dial up internet and a damn Obama phone. That's what I visualize when I think about a person who just sits online and creates different accounts and message people and call on certain things with people. Like, come on, you are crazy. You're lame. That is crazy. That's a psychopath if you ask me. Cause who does that? Y'all know I can't stand neurotic people. That to me is going beyond neurotic. That's like you have a real fucking problem. So I can't speak for other people, but I'm gonna tell you for myself, you're not gonna ever work me up, ever work me up by being a fucking shadow, shadow human. Cause you cannot have a real life. You need to be worried about who you're dating, who you gonna give birth to, where you work at. Hell, be a private investigator. Do something to let that outlet do something creative for that outlet because what you're doing right now is not creative. The little shit y'all try to sneak by and say if I see you in the store I'm gonna slap you. Cool, do that. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna end, but I know what's gonna happen. You ever walk up on me in the store and raise your hand and slap me, that's gonna be a problem for probably for both of us. I try to be, kiki and because a lot of shit be funny to me, you know. But you can talk about slap me, cool. Just make sure if you do see me in the store, whoever you are, mystery person, whatever store you think you saw me in, and you raise your hand and slap me, it's gonna be a fucking problem on site. It's gonna be a problem because I'm not gonna know who you are. So it's gonna be a stranger walking up on me, and my reflexes is not I used to fight all the time, so my reflexes is always on. Get the fuck off me, period. And a lot of people feel the same way because there's so much shit going on today, all kind of viruses, all type of stuff. Don't touch me. If I'm not welcoming you to touch me, don't touch me. And I can say I don't think anybody wants to be in the store getting whatever they getting and a stranger walk up on them real fast. I don't see that going good for nobody. I don't see anybody saying, no, I can understand. I can't understand you walking upon me and raising your hand to do anything without it being an altercation. So whoever, whatever that person is, if you know who that person is, they not on here. Please, please Pay it for it and let them know you might not want to on her because right, not nobody with my last name. Period. None of them. Just leave them alone. You can talk about us. We don't care. You can come for us. Cool. But when you start talking about putting your hands, okay, that's a whole nother situation. And as cool as it can be, don't ever think, don't ever think that the place we come from don't thump. No, we do. Don't do that. Don't do that. The little weird phone calls that come through private, like, quit calling my phone, baby. I have my phone in D&D all the time. Whoever I want to call is gonna come through because I favorite it. Anybody else I don't want to talk to. So you gonna consistently get my voicemail. And this is the crazy part. I would love to run through my voicemails with y'all for y'all to see how much foolishness people be up to. I'm like, cool. Some of y'all don't like fat people. I don't know why we bother y'all so much, but over here I'm straight. You can tell me I'm fat 1,000 times, girl. I'm fat. I'll buy my clothes. So what? That's what you feel like is illegal. What makes a fat person less important than a person who's not fat? Like that's dumb. You know, it's whether you skinny, fat, tall, dark, light. I don't care. If I'm gonna come for you for something, I'm gonna come for your ass. And lately, I ain't really been on that. I haven't been on picking with nobody. No, I'm not picking. I can speak what I want to speak about. That's different than picking. Picking with somebody for some just random ass reason. I'm good on that. That that's cap. It's fine. Everyone has fun. They kiki whatever, but not everything at this point is funny. Some people are really bothered by what's going on, what's been done to other YouTube hosts, content creators, whatever you call them. I even said, no, you don't threat, you don't do all that behind the back type of shit. That's too far. But it's just the weirdness, just that real weirdness of you really try to call, okay, girl, boy, whoever. Try again. Try with something different. Try for something different. If you hadn't been told by somebody who knew me where I work, you would have guessed it. You would have never came up with that. And it's not a big secret. Hell, if you Google my name, at some point you can see where I possibly have worked before. Now, for me, I don't confirm or deny most things. I can talk about a whole lot of shit without confirming or denying any of it. For me, if you can get a laugh at my expense, I'm okay with it because life is hard for some people. The joke, I'm the first one to laugh at something that's funny. It don't have to be about me or not about me. If it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. But to ever think that it's bothering me like that, no, it's not. If it's something funny, if it's the key, get it out, laugh at something. But at the end of the day, know how far to take some things with me. All that inboxing me type of bullshit. It's annoying. It's a constant block. It's a constant block. It ain't private, so anybody can add my Instagram. And it's that way for a reason. My Facebook, it is not public. It'll never be public. If you slid in and added me on there and I ain't delete you, as you see, I don't post nothing anyway. I don't post shit anyway. So whatever you doing there, have fun. Have fun. That's all I really can say. The person was trying that hard to fuck with me on all platforms, then they would know all of them. But since the people who do support me usually stay silent, but the ones that can't stand me always got something to say. Y'all are who? I don't know. You don't like me, but you anytime you see me on live, it could be two people. They gonna be in here all day. It don't matter what. I could be sitting here playing music. Somebody gonna have something to say about me. So it's cool. I get it. Who cares? But don't ever think that gets me down. It does not get me down. I come on here and I don't have shit to do really. If I'm having downtime, I'm playing music, whatever. I don't mind getting on a little vibe with y'all, but some of y'all are ridiculous. And you got that much energy that is like me, but can't even tell me why. So I could never take that shit serious. If I ever have a day that I say, you know what, I'm gonna bust down all these receipts of where they've said I lied about this, lied about that, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't own. If I just ever feel like busting all of that down, that day hasn't come yet, but who knows what tomorrow brings. I have no problem lining up any receipt I need to line up. And I ain't talking about no messy shit. I'm talking about what has been spewed about my life, just just from beginning to end. Girl, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. We will see. But that's really my only response for this since that person asked me, you the only one asked me a real question if I'm single or not, and I told you it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because me and you would never talk. So it doesn't matter. If that's what you're gonna say me and ask me that, you already have the answer in advance. It don't matter. If I was pregnant, I wouldn't tell you. If I was getting married, I wouldn't tell you. Because I wouldn't live stream it, so it wouldn't matter.